The feeling of being stuck is one of the most frustrating experiences a person can go through. You feel like you are doing everything right. You are showing up, you are putting in the hours, and you are following the plan. But when you look at your life, nothing seems to be changing. This is what we call the silent growth trap. It is a period of time where your progress is real, but it is invisible to the naked eye. Most people quit during this phase because they confuse a lack of visible results with a lack of actual movement. They think they are standing still when, in reality, they are building the internal foundation required to handle the external success they are chasing. To understand why you feel stuck, you have to understand that growth is rarely a straight line that goes up. It is more like a stone being carved by water. For years, the stone looks the same, but underneath the surface, the structure is changing until one day, it breaks open. The main reason we fall into this trap is because of how our brains process expectations. We live in a world that sells us the overnight success story. We see the finished product of someone's 10-year journey, and we assume it happened all at once. Because of this, we develop a mental map that says, if we work hard today, we should see a result tomorrow. When tomorrow comes and the bank account is still low, the weight is still the same, or the skill hasn't improved, our brain sounds an alarm. It tells us that we are wasting energy. In nature, wasting energy is a death sentence, so your mind tries to protect you by making you feel bored, tired, or discouraged. It is trying to get you to stop wasting resources on something that isn't providing a paycheck. What your brain doesn't realize is that skills and success have a delayed onset. You are currently planting seeds, but you are judging your success based on the harvest, which hasn't happened yet. Think about a bamboo tree. For the first 4 or 5 years, you can water it and fertilize it every single day, and you won't see a single green leaf poking out of the ground. To an outsider, it looks like you are watering dirt. It looks like you are stuck. But underground, the bamboo is growing a massive, complex root system that spreads for hundreds of feet. It is preparing itself. Then, in the 5th year, it suddenly shoots up 80 feet in just 6 weeks. Did the tree grow 80 feet in 6 weeks? No, it grew 80 feet in 5 years. If it hadn't spent those years stuck in the silent growth phase, it would have collapsed the moment it tried to reach the sky because it wouldn't have had the foundation to support its own weight. If you feel stuck right now, you are likely in your root phase. You are developing the character, the discipline, and the tiny habits that will prevent you from collapsing once you actually get what you want. Another part of the silent growth trap is the lag time between learning and mastery. When you learn something new, your brain has to physically rewire itself. This takes time and a lot of repetition. During this rewiring process, you might actually feel like you are getting worse. This is a common phenomenon in sports and music. You learn a better technique, but because it isn't muscle memory yet, your performance drops. Most people see this drop and freak out. They go back to their old, comfortable way of doing things because they can't handle the temporary dip in results. But the dip is proof of growth. It is the sign that you are breaking down old patterns to make room for better ones. Being stuck is often just the feeling of your old self resisting the person you are becoming. The trap is also reinforced by our obsession with social proof. We look at our peers and see them hitting milestones, buying houses, getting promotions, or traveling. We compare our middle to their end. This comparison creates a sense of panic. We feel like we are falling behind, so we start jumping from one thing to another, hoping to find a shortcut. This is the biggest mistake you can make. Every time you switch paths because you feel stuck, you reset your growth clock back to 0. You leave the root system you were building and start over in a new patch of dirt. The people who eventually make it aren't necessarily the most talented. They are simply the ones who are willing to stand in the silence the longest without moving.